This is a UMM vehicle, which I found out is partly based from Jeeps. This is the Philippine Jeepney. It's based from World War II Jeeps left by the Americans. It's the most popular mode of transportation in the Philippines, and of course, I rode it a lot when I was still there. This is Rafael, and he's our guide from Jumpy Adventures. This is his vehicle, a UMM. We rode on the UMM when we were touring Sintra and its surroundings. And to tell you the truth, I would not have it any other way than travel in this open air vehicle. Why, you ask? I'll tell you more about that as the video plays. If I was inside a car, for example, I would not see these very interesting houses the way I can see them from this perspective. The first stop we went to was Fonte de Sabuga, and it dates back to the Middle Ages with its first written records from 1406. The original structure was heavily damaged in the 1755 Lisbon earthquake. Read up on that. It was completely rebuilt in its current Baroque style in 1757. Apparently, a lot of people still line up from the town to get water from it. Of course, we had to drink from it ourselves. Next stop is a viewpoint where we saw the Palacio Nacional de Sintra. It started from an Islamic governor's residence into a primary medieval royal summer getaway with iconic twin chimneys. Yup, those two cones are 33-meter tall chimneys. I wonder what they used to cook there. Next came downtown Sintra. See that? That's the palace from a nearby perspective. I just love that there's so many different colors for the buildings. Downtown Sintra features narrow, winding cobblestone alleyways, historic pastel villas, and pedestrian-only paths lined with small shops, cafes, and local bakeries. This is where you'll also see Casa Periquita, open since 1862. It is said that they've been serving these pastries ever since, and they're called travecheros. They're delicate, light-as-air pastries made of puff pastry filled with a sweet, eggy almond cream and dusted with castor sugar on top. They were so yummy. Okay, now off to Sintra Mountain. There's different modes of how to get up. One is a bus, there's cars, and there's also bicycles going up. Oh, I would not want to do that because that's really tough. There were also tuk-tuks bringing people up, but as I've mentioned earlier in the video, the best way is to be in a 4x4 open-air vehicle, seeing and being one with nature around you. It also gives you the opportunity to be surprised by the view of Peña Palace. The cultural landscape of Sintra is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and part of that is Peña Palace. The National Palace of Peña is a bright, colorful 19th century castle on a high hill in Sintra. It mixes Gothic, Renaissance, and Moorish styles and sits inside the large green park. King Ferdinand II built it as a royal summer home. It started as a small, humble chapel, then a 16th century monastery that broke down after the big Lisbon earthquake. Again, read up on that. Ferdinand bought the ruins in 1838 and worked with an architect to rebuild it into a fairy tale fortress. The design blends medieval, Islamic, Gothic, and Manueline art showing bright red, yellow, and purple walls. Sintra, magical town. If I could stay there even more, I'd explore the mysterious Quinta de Regaleria and the ancient Moorish castle. But unfortunately, we had to go on our way, and the next stop is the beach town of Asenjas do Mar. Asenjas do Mar is often called the Santorini of Portugal because of its dramatic cliff-top setting, white houses, and ocean views. From there, we went to Jumpy Adventure's secret spot, which promises magnificent views. I mean, after Asenas do Mar, after Peña Palace, what could be better? Let's see what happens. On our way there, we saw this. It's a setting for a wedding for the following day. This must be pretty special indeed. Yep, this was the magnificent view that greeted us. An almost 360-degree view of the Atlantic Ocean. I was speechless, truly. It's tough to get to as regular vehicles can't just go up there. They have to be 4x4, and the UMMs were perfect for that. On our way down to lunch, we saw this cork tree. Portugal is the world's biggest producer of cork. We had lunch at Colares, known for its Atlantic coastline, historic wine region, and cliffside villages. I was so excited for the food, fresh seafood that we're about to eat. I was able to take a picture of the magnificent viewpoint from the restaurant. We had freshly caught grilled fish and octopus rice. Because it was so yummy, and as a half-decent Filipino, I had to get a spoon to eat it with. We also had Portuguese barnacles, and as I found out from Rafael, they're rare as they're tough to get from wave-battered Atlantic rocks. Wine is usually cheaper than water in Portugal, so of course we had to get one with our meal. Speaking of the Atlantic, Cabo de Roca is the westernmost point of mainland Europe, and we went there. It has a lighthouse constructed in 1772 and dramatic 140-meter cliffs overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. The view is second to the secret spot of Jumpy Adventures, though. In ending, our trip to Sintra and its surroundings would not have been as efficient and special without Jumpy Adventures and Rafael, who knew a lot about the area. We could have been in a bus, we could have been in a car, air-conditioned, but we would not have enjoyed the fresh air, the beautiful scenery, and yes, the dust that came with the adventure. It reminded me of my time in the Philippines when I was young, when things were a lot simpler, things were more innocent, and you had no care in the world.